Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. But it's AEW special Quake by the Lake in Minnesota. As you see right here, these couple of matches. Chris Jericho challenges John Moxley for the AEW World title. And Chris Jericho do the impossible and win the AEW title for this Moxley versus Jericho round 2, as well as we kicked Dynamite off with Brody King versus Darby Allin. These two men have been at each other's throats, and it comes to a head in a casket match, a coffin match. Plus, two, Andrade is in action. He takes on, along with Roosh, to take on the team of the Lucha brothers. And the new head of AEW Talent Relations, Madison Rain, takes on TBS champion Jade Cargill for the championship. Madison Rain getting herself a championship match already. And FTR makes an appearance as well. And two, we ain't gonna forget about NXT. We'll make a quick short trip to NXT of what's going on with NXT. All these matches were yesterday. Sorry about me and stuff about what was going on. A little bit under the weather, but I'm happy to let you know I'm back. All right. And two, we're gonna remember Jean Labelle. Man, you might not know who Jean Labelle was. Jean Labelle, a figure in pro wrestling, helped train current stars such as Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, and much others. We'll get to it right now. The Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. This is Kendra Dix once again for the Pro Wrestling Show here for the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Like I said, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here as we get to the nitty gritty. Like I said, the Pro Wrestling Show is live in effect, so join in the conversation. We want to hear from you and what you think. All right, we kick things off with the casket match, the coffin match. We would like to see Brody King, what her name, Darby Allin, his specialty. Darby Allin likes these coffin matches. I call them coffin casket. Darby Allin was in action, and Darby Allin did not waste no time one bit. Darby Allin trying to show that he wants his hands on Big Bad Brody Lee, and he would want some. He did do some. Yeah, we're gonna turn it black. Yeah. All right. Brody King had his against Brody King, and this was a coffin match between the two. Well, they didn't leave out with a hitch as Darby was trying to use offense after offense. As you can see right here, Brody used his power and strength, but Sting made a rare appearance. As you can see, Buddy Murphy looking on, trying to see what's going on. Buddy Murphy sees the Crow Sting make an appearance. Sting fins on Buddy Murphy, and then Malachi Black and Sting look at each other. You can tell them two are going to fight sooner rather than later. It's going to happen between Malachi Black and Sting. Well, Malachi left his buddy Brody out for the open, and you can tell Brody went inside the casket, and Darby Allin won his match over the casket match. Darby Allin getting revenge after what Brody Lee has done to him in a couple of weeks, leaving him out laying. So Darby Allin getting his revenge on Brody King in that matter. So good for Darby. Plus two, a tag team tornado match. Andrade teams up with Roosh to take on the Lucha brothers. Andrade and Roosh looking forward. They're going to be entering the 6-man trios tag team titles. They defeated the Lucha brothers, giving them a strong start into what they're going to be doing. And I think tonight's theme was that the theme was the trios tag team titles. And I can tell you why it was the theme, because you can tell Roosh and Andrade want the tag team goal as well. But the Young Bucks, who many people considered the odds-on favorite to win, they were in action. They were searching for a partner. As you can tell right here, they wanted Hangman Page, but Hangman Page politely request not to be in the group. I think they're still trying to get Hangman Page to join the group. Hangman Page saying that he doesn't want to join the group. Hangman Page was clear on that. So I guess it's going back to the drawing board for the Bucks. What the Bucks, what they have to do, what they got to do in order to win and stuff. So the Bucks had to go back to the drawing board, and they likely going to get Kenny Omega, who's nearly cleared to compete at any given moment. So we'll see. Plus two, Miro was in there talking to himself about his God and one more goal, and he wants to go real badly, and Miro wants to go super bad. So I don't know what Miro's going to do, and Miro wants to go real bad. You can tell. Tell by Miro. Miro said, "Only one woman can touch me," and that's we knew who's he talking about. We knew Miro said, "Julia, how you too? Lana kill you." Tell you that. Well, we know right here. This is the brackets for the World Trios Championship, what they call the World Six-Man Tag Team Championship to me. Got a lot of people: Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Leo Rush, the Young Bucks. You kind of know and kind of figure out the House of Black in it, the Dark Order, the Trust Bust, Best Friends. The finals to take place at All Out. We'll have coverage as well as Clash of the Castle that weekend with Clash of the Castle and All Out. Clash of the Castle on that Saturday and All Out on that Sunday. But we know next week they're doing a somewhat Game of Thrones type gimmick. Andrade and Roosh and Dragon League team up against the Young Bucks and the mystery opponent, against their mystery partner. We'll find out next Wednesday on Dynamite. So that's why the Young Bucks was trying to figure out. They were trying to get what's his name to join, but he rejected. Also, too, um, the ass boys got their butts whooped handed to them by the Acclaim. Well, until Danhausen, maybe we starting a feud with them sooner rather than later, so we can see that be a possibility eventually with that. So we don't know. We'll see. Plus, too, Ricky Starks teams in action against Aaron Solo's The Factory. Oh, I guess Cam Carr did join The Factory. So we see that. So I'm gonna how it went. Ricky Stark won. He did spine busters on everyone. He wanted to get his hands on Powerhouse Hobbs in the bad short way. So Ricky Starks wants his hands on Pops. We'll see going forward if he can. But Ricky Starks trying to be like the Rock ish to me. But he's plus two, the best friends who's in the 6-man tag team tournament encountered R. Daivari and what's his name? One wanted to be Brock Lesnar. Well, R. Daivari offered a proposition to Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy said no. So I guess he rejected his proposition to join him, to make money out of him and stuff. But we'll see going forward with that. Also, too, this right here, next week on Dynamite, Daniel Garcia got the best out of Brian Brown their first encounter by pinning with the sharpshooter made Brian taps out. Well, Danielson gets another opportunity against Garcia, but this time in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We can tell, we know that these two men will fight 2 out of 3 falls. The best out of 2 out of 3 falls, we'll see. Plus two on the Gun Club taking on Bear Housing. We told you earlier that the Gun Club was down now up there losing their win over the Acclaim, so that'll happen next week. Plus two, Samuel Guevara and Ty, his wife, Ty, team up against Dante Martin and Sky Blue. That's this week Friday on Rampage. We get to see them as a married couple. We get to see that. And speaking of that, we'll talk about that on Hot Topics of them eloping. You would think they just want to get elope and have their honeymoon, but they want to do their honeymoon in Minnesota. But we'll get to that, especially for their boss, not their or Xbox, but this boss Chris Jericho trying to have a, I guess a lot of people like to say, like Jim Cornette and the rest of them, saying that he has a midlife crisis. Chris Jericho now giving out his box of gimmicks. He's coming out of Lionheart, Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho even wrote this quote that if you want Lionheart, you got him. Chris Jericho coming back as the Lionheart in this world championship match. This highly anticipated world title match. And it was that a highly anticipated world title match. But at the end, Jericho won. Jericho did not win the world title. Jericho was just that out of about. But we want to show you what had happened in the last seconds of that match that many people didn't see coming. I thought this man right here, CM Punk, returned and cleaned house against Jericho Appreciation Society and left Jericho out of land. So Moxley won his match over Jericho in a hard fought match. But CM Punk and now John Moxley, these two will have to meet to unify the AEW world titles someday. But John Moxley slinging out the first shot, giving him the FU. So we'll see that match between them two down the road. So you know how that went. All right, that ends your AEW Dynamite ring report. Let's quick and raising the TBS Women's title. She wants Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill won her match against newcomer Madison Rain. So Jade Cargill doing the thing. And now it's gonna be Athena and Jade Cargill down the road, probably all out. And we'll see that. All right. That ends the AEW Dynamite ring report. All right, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward to the NXT ring report. On the NXT ring report, NXT wasn't so. Just right here, Wesley versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams trying to be like I said last time, Muhammad Ali. Wesley. You see, these are the segments and matches that's going to happen tonight. Well, we get to start told you about Wesley and Trick Williams. This match right here, this is the official round, 6 3-minute rounds. There's 20-second break between each round. Falls can win by pinfall submission countout. The fall cures, the round ends. First superstar to win declares to be the winner. In the event of a knockout, the match is instantly over. So I guess they were trying to do like a boxing match or something. But Trick Williams got the win over what's his name? So I know how it happened. Also, too, Nikita Lyons was in action. Nikita Lyons won her match in a physical match that ended right then and there, 1, 2, 3, for the girl that wanted to be like a expert or whatever you want to call herself. Plus, two, Zoe Starks versus what's her name in another match. And Rod Strong took on Apollo Crews. Rod Strong lost to Apollo Crews. Plus, Pretty Deadly was in action. And Pretty Deadly looked like they gained a new manager. What's her name? Got her name. Lash Legend is going to be joining Pretty Deadly. Let's see if she can add something to Pretty Deadly. And to the Summit, Santos Escobar and Tony D'Angelo. We had that summer before. Now they want to have the summit to end this. Santos said he'll leave NXT for good, and Tony D'Angelo said that if Santos beats him, he gets his family back and he keeps it. So There's a whole lot of stakes going on. We'll see going forward with that. Plus two, Giovanni Vinci was in action, was telling Carmelo Hayes that you're next. He wants a North American Championship, and he gets an opportunity next week for the North American Championship for NXT Heatwave. So we'll see that going on for the North American Championship between them two. Giovanni Vinci win his first goal against Carmelo Hayes. Only time will tell. And Zoe Starks won her match, but she won, but she raised the championship over Mandy Rose, proving to Mandy that she wants to be NXT Women's Champion one way or how. She won that Battle Royal a couple of weeks ago, and this could be her opportunity to win the Battle Royal. But only time will tell in that match eventually, and we'll see how that all will play out. So that quickly ends the NXT Ring Report. Let's move forward. Let's move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we are sad to announce that Jean Labelle, the inventor of the Labelle lock, has passed away at the age of almost 89 years. Was he? I think 90 years old. Yeah, 90 years old. Jean Labelle has taught me. If you watch Daniel Bryan, you'll know the Labelle lock. Daniel Bryan patented it. But Jean Labelle has passed away. Jean Labelle taught Roddy Piper, trained him. He was going against Freddie Blassie. He was even against Hollywood greats like Sylvester Stallone in the movie Rocky. Jean Labelle, Judo Jean Labelle, even trained Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. So Jean Labelle and even Chuck Norris. So Chuck Norris and Jean Labelle. Jean Labelle have passed away at the age of 89. Send our condolences to Jean Labelle. Also, too, we play some music. Yeah, play some music. Also, too, another person who passed away. The man who inspired Eugene Carter, he passed away at thinking of the Eugene family. He was being like Eugene. Yeah, he was emulated to be like Eugene, and he passed away. We want to send our thoughts and condolences to his family as well. Plus, too, Nature Boy Ric Flair coming out the heels of his last match. You see right here, I got a blunt. Nature Boy Ric Flair smoking a blunt. Well, the Nature Boy revealed on his podcast that he passed out twice during the last match. Thank God he didn't, thank God he faked the heart attack. So Nature Boy Ric Flair won his match over Jeff Jarrett. In Thai country, you see right here, took pictures, and they've been dating since January. That's the quickest wedding ever. But I guess when you like true love, it's true love. So we want to congratulate the two happy lovebirds on their journey. We've seen a couple of them on AEW tonight. Good luck to them. Also, too, Mickie James may be hinting that she might be retiring from wrestling. Mickie James said, quote, on her little Twitter, "I appreciate your honesty, and I have been so blessed and loved with so much. I wouldn't have had all this without you. What's left for me to prove? What else can I do? I'd rather fly and scream women wrestling mounts from the top of the mountain in the valley." Mickie James may be leaving wrestling sooner rather than later. We hope that's the case. She gets her final match and final goodbye. She heads off in the sunset. Speaking of women who's might be returning, former women's tag team champions Sasha Banks and Naomi may be returning back to the company sooner rather than later. They might be put in the program of whoever wins the women's tag team tournament. They might be rolled into that. So let's see. We got the championships of AEW. Roman Reigns has an impressive feat. Um, he kept 160 days. I don't know what that means. I guess the combined record for the Universal and WWE title. So he's the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Let's see. Also, too, they said that's more secret hush money from Mr. McMahon. I hope this ain't the case. They said he paid out $5 more additional dollars. He paid out more money for women than he did for you know what? For WCW. First, former chairman is leading to investigation. Him and his friends, Donald Trump and all of them, may not ever repeat from this. You know how that ever be. You know how that be going forward today. Dustin Wallace said they a 2-night paper. Tony Khan caught wind of that and said, no, it's not going to be a 2-night pay-per-view. Not on AEW books right now, just one night going forward. Tony Khan even said it right here. Don't miss Quake for the Lake. How that be? All right, that ends Hot Topics. We're going to leave you with this stare down between CM Punk and John Moxley. We know down the road they're going to eventually get on for the AEW World Title. We can't wait to see it when that's going to be coming down. So, for me being Kendrick Dixon, so long, and thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.